Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms. And today we are here in Altum, but not for long. We have a lot of things that we need to do today. Last episode we worked on our nether tunnel a little bit, and, well, there's a lot of things that I need to do in order to be able to finish this nether tunnel. We need to gather a massive quantity of sand so we can turn it into glass. We need to gather a massive quantity of netherrack so we can smelt it down and turn it into this black nether brick. Oh, by the way, I made a minor change to this. I added these little supports kind of going across the top. I think it looks really good. Anyway, so, yeah, lots of things to do. And that's actually kind of perfect because I have something that I want to talk about. So, fair warning for those of you who don't really like the talky episodes and want to see lots of building in progress, this is going to be a talky episode. So, if you can't tell by the title, I want to talk about dislikes. Every YouTuber's worst fear. Well, but not really, because believe it or not, I want to talk about dislikes on YouTube, and I'm not complaining about dislikes, okay? And the reason is, dislikes, well, first of all, let's talk about why I want to talk about dislikes. So there's been a lot of comments that I've seen that have said things like, just, addressing dislikes on videos like, the one person who disliked, how could you do that, and things like that. Or I'll see comments from time to time that's like, wow, good job, 150 likes and 1 dislike, or whatever it is, things along those lines. And I just kind of want to address dislikes because, believe it or not, dislikes don't actually matter. I know, right? That's kind of a surprise for some of you, I'm sure. And especially for smaller YouTubers, I see people get hung up on dislikes all the time. I see, especially people who are like just starting out and they don't get a whole lot of views and they don't have a whole lot of subscribers. They get that one dislike and it's just like soul crushing for them. They just, like, they're practically some of them are practically in tears because they got this one dislike. And they don't know what they're going to do, and it's very demotivating, and I'm here to tell you that dislikes on YouTube do not actually matter at all. They have no effect well, actually, that's not entirely true. They do have an effect. They actually help your channel, believe it or not. Dislikes actually help you. Very little. They help you very little, but they don't hurt you in any way, shape, or form. Long ago, dislikes and likes were actually counted into the ratio of like how videos get ranked in searches and stuff like that, which is why you see, which is why you saw so many YouTubers asking for likes all the time. And honestly, you still see that because they do still help, but not necessarily in the way that you think. A lot of people think that likes and dislikes affect how a video is ranked in searches, and they really have an extremely minimal effect, if any. They count, both likes and dislikes count as engagement, which is basically YouTube's measurement of how active your audience is. There's a whole bunch of different things that count as engagement. If people share your videos, if people comment on your videos, if people leave a like or a dislike on your videos, that all counts as engagement. And the more engagement you have, the better your video ranks in searches and things like that, in theory. Now, the thing with dislikes is, because likes and dislikes were used as a much more weighted measurement for a long time, YouTube kind of realized, likes and dislikes are actually really easy to kind of manipulate. So we're going to take the importance of those way, 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 way down. And they did. So now they really don't count for anything. They still count as engagement a little bit, both likes and dislikes. They count equally in that way. But they really don't count against you at all. So, like, if you get a dislike on a video, it doesn't hurt the video. You might not get a little feel good out of it, but it really doesn't hurt the video at all. In fact, if there's enough of them, it kind of tells YouTube that people are kind of passionate about that video. So you may remember there was a viral video quite a while ago. It was a song called Friday by, I think it was like Rebecca Black was her name or something like that. And it was a video that people seem to kind of like universally hate the song. And it just got massive quantities of dislikes and it went viral. And the reason for that is because YouTube said, wow, there's so many people disliking this video. People want to watch this video to see why it's so bad. And that video went viral as a result. So that was actually a case where dislikes hurt the video, or where dislikes actually helped the video go viral, just kind of as an example. Now, the other thing with likes and dislikes is that likes, as I said before, likes and dislikes really don't matter. However, likes matter in different ways, although they don't actually affect your engagement, your audience engagement at all. They have side effects. For example, and this is probably the most important one, if your Twitter is linked up with your YouTube channel, any video that you like on YouTube will get tweeted out. You'll see tweets like that on Twitter all the time. I liked a video from so-and-so, and then it will link the video. So essentially what that means is every time someone who has a linked up Twitter account likes a video of mine, it gets shared on Twitter. And that's why likes are still really good for in more circumstances. Basically, the more likes you get, the more likely it is that your video will be shared a bunch of times on Twitter, and that helps that helps people find the video and see the video and watch the video and all that kind of stuff. Dislikes, on the other hand, do not get tweeted out on Twitter or on any other social media. You'll never see a tweet that says, or an automatically generated tweet anyway, that says, I disliked a video from so-and-so, and then it links the video. That's just not how it works. So, once again, a perfect example of dislikes not mattering. So, if you are a smaller YouTuber and you get a dislike, relax. It's totally okay. There's nothing, it's not a big deal. The sky is not falling, the world is not going to end. It's just a dislike. And it doesn't even count for anything. If anything, it helps your audience engagement, which is kind of an interesting thing. So if you do see dislikes on the videos, don't worry about it. It's really not a big deal. And honestly, it's kind of unavoidable that you're going to see dislikes on videos because, as we all know, the internet has lots of trolls. Lots of trolls out there. People who just take pleasure from attempting to make other people miserable. And when you get to be a certain size on YouTube, and by the way, it's not a very big size. I mean, I don't know what the size is exactly, and it varies from person to person, and it varies depending on the type of content you make and stuff like that. But once you get to be a certain size on YouTube, it's pretty much inevitable that you are going to pick up a certain number of trolls, people who just go through and dislike every video just because they're jealous of you, or they want to try and make you miserable, or they want to try and get under your skin, or, whatever it is. And that's just kind of the unfortunate reality of being on YouTube and being a semi-public figure on the internet. Like, there's really no way around that. It's just the way it is. So you will see dislikes on many videos of mine. Not a ton of them. You'll see a couple here and there. But that's just the nature of the beast. That's just the nature of YouTube. And the other thing too is that you are never, as a content creator on YouTube, you are absolutely never going to please everybody. It's just not possible. When you play modded Minecraft, people will say, play vanilla. When you play vanilla, people will say, play more modded. When you pick a mod pack, people will say, play this mod pack instead. And that's just the way it is. You will never please everybody. There's always going to be other things that people want you to do, and things that you do that some people won't like, and that's just the nature of YouTube. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the way it is. And that's to be expected. So, when you see a dislike on a video, it might be someone just trying to give genuine feedback. It might be someone trying to say, Welsknight, I really don't like modded. I'm going to dislike the video because I want to see you play more vanilla. It might not be malicious at all. It might just be a way of giving feedback, and that's perfectly fine. I generally, to be completely honest, I generally don't even look at dislikes, at all. I do occasionally. I start to worry if I suddenly have a much, 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 much higher number of dislikes than normal. That usually means I did something bad and forgot to edit something out or forgot to, include my audio or something weird like that, which does happen from time to time. Sometimes when I'm bulk editing videos, I make a couple mistakes here and there and, forget to do something important, and then I facepalm once the comments go mad and say, by the way, you forgot to actually include the video in this video. Things like that. It happens from time to time, and it's not a big deal. It is what it is. But I mean, for the most part, I don't even look at dislikes. I just kind of look at comments. I look at the likes, although not as much as I probably should. But primarily, what I look at on videos to kind of measure, how a series or a video or something like that is being enjoyed. Like the way that I look at my videos and figure out which ones you guys are enjoying the most is I look at views, I look at watch time, how long people watch a video for, and then I look at comments. So if there's a video that, for example, let's just make a couple of ender chests. There we go. And I will put one, actually, I'm going to put one in the nether hub, I think. There should probably be one in there. Anyway, so if I'm looking at a video and trying to figure out, is this series doing well? Are you guys enjoying it? Are you not enjoying it? I'm looking to see how many people are actually watching this video. When those people watch that video, how long are they actually watching the video for? Things like that. So, those are the primary things that I'm looking at. I'm not so much looking at likes and dislikes. I do, however, get tweets all the time that say that automated tweet, I liked a video from Welsknight, and then I'm like, oh, that person liked the video. That was very nice of them. Thank you. So it's just one of those things. I got an ender chest with me, yeah? Okay. I'm going to run back to the desert and get some more sand to turn into glass. But yeah, I mean, likes and dislikes, kind of an interesting thing. They used to matter. Now they really don't. It's just, it is what it is. And if you are a smaller YouTuber, don't worry about it. If you get a dislike, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. And if you're on YouTube for any length of time, you're going to get dislikes. It's just the way it works. There will be people who will try and troll you, and there will be people who just, don't agree with something you're doing on your channel, and that's perfectly fine. That's just the way it is. And there's nothing wrong with that. So also, if you're not a small YouTuber or a YouTuber at all, and if you're just an audience member and you see dislikes on someone's videos, don't panic. It's okay. Dislikes happen. It's just the nature of the beast. That's the way that YouTube works. People will dislike things. People will like things. What you want to look at is the ratios. How many people like the video versus how many people don't like the video. So if you see a dislike on a video, don't panic. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's not a big deal. My feelings aren't hurt, I promise. It's just kind of something that I accepted long ago. I do remember my first dislike, and I remember how flabbergasted I was. And then I talked with some friends of mine who have been on YouTube considerably longer, Blitzkriegsler and a few others, and learned that dislikes really don't matter at all. So, yeah, that's kind of the deal with dislikes. Just kind of wanted to talk about that and let you guys know that if you do see dislikes, it's not a big deal. And if you are a smaller YouTuber and you get dislikes, it's not a big deal. It is what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just kind of part of YouTube. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as the dislikes go. I'm going to gather up a bunch more sand, throw it in the auto-smelter so we can start making some glass. And then we're going to tackle a couple of other really little projects today before we wrap this one up. So let me get some sand gathered up here, guys, and then I'll come back to you. All right, guys, I am back, and I have gathered all of the sand. Like, I have stacks upon stacks upon stacks of sand. So I should be set for quite a while. I think we'll be good. Go in the thing. There we go. And, okay, I've already got some ender pearls in there. Let's grab this sand out of here, put these extra ender pearls in there, and that should be good. Okay, now, the next thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and set up another auto smelter, maybe even a couple of them. So let's grab a couple stacks of iron, because we're going to need it for the hoppers. Let's see, do I already have any hoppers made? Doesn't appear so, and I don't really have the... I might actually need to gather some wood for this. That's alright, we'll just use some birch. I've got tons of it. That'll be fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and make... let's see. So each one of my auto smelters needs 6 hoppers and 6 chests. So if I want to set up 2 more, that means I will need 24 chests, right? Yeah. Let's just make 32 just for good measure. And then I will need 12 tripwire hooks. I thought I had a ton of tripwire hooks from fishing. Oh, I bet they're all over at Anona. I bet that's where they are. Okay, that's no big deal. So, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. And like so, grab 2 more sticks. And let's just go ahead and make some tripwire hooks. And actually, I only need 4 tripwire hooks, don't I? Or I should say 8, if I'm going to set up 2 auto smelters. Okay, there we go. So that should be good. And then I will need 12 hoppers. So let's go ahead and make 12 hoppers. That looks good to me. I need a couple of furnaces. 4 should do the trick. There we go. And we will put those right here. Let's just put the birch away. And that should do it. Okay, cool. And then let's just grab 10 stacks of coal to fill these things up, because obviously they're going to be doing a lot of bulk smelting. Right now I've got my 1 auto smelter down here going away, doing all sorts of nether brick, because that's going to be needed as well. But I think we're going to set these ones up in the nether itself. So that's kind of that's the plan, at least. I don't know where I want to set these up. A part of me wants to set them up back here behind these. If this was a little shorter, I could put them right here. What would be a good spot? The problem is this is all like odd-numbered stuff. Ooh, we could put them right here. That's actually kind of a cool idea. Have a couple of functional auto smelters, just like right here in this little section. I think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. I've got so much junk on me right now, though. Let me just put all of this stuff away. There we go. Better. So, we're going to set up a couple of these guys over here. A couple more auto smelters. Let's just knock this stuff out. There we go. And we'll knock these out as well. And I don't suppose I want that magma block back. There we go. And then let's just go ahead and fill that stuff back in. And same here. Okay, good. So, I'm thinking the auto smelters themselves, or the furnaces, I should say, themselves, are going to go right here. So let's go furnace, 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 furnace. Then down here is where the chest is going to go. Let me grab some acacia. Beautiful. Got it. Okay. And we'll put this right down here. Underneath. Like that. Awesome. And then we're going to have a double chest that will go right here. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll go hopper, hopper. These guys down here are going to have to be swapped out for a different texture of some sort. I don't know what yet, but definitely need to swap that out for something else. Otherwise, it's just not going to look good. We'll grab that. We'll probably end up going like stone brick or something similar. Although, actually, let's change this up. I'm just kidding. We're actually going to move this back, or up. We're going to move it up a block. So the double chest will go here, and the hoppers will go like that. Furnace, furnace, and then hopper, hopper. Is this a full block? It is. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. I mean, we could put the chest up here as well, and it would still work, but it wouldn't look as good. Or we could put it back here, but then I'd have to do a backdrop of some sort, which also wouldn't really be the end of the world. I mean, this can be a slightly different design. So we do furnaces like that. So this is like our main furnace. And then it all outputs to here. Yeah, that should work. Let's test it and make sure that it actually works the way it's supposed to. I'm 99% sure it will, but I just want to double check before I do all the decorative stuff around it. So let's grab a couple of stacks of netherrack, a couple of stacks of coal. We'll put one stack of coal in here, one stack of coal in here, and a couple of stacks of netherrack in there. And apparently furnaces can't fill up from the back, is what it seems. Okay. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. Can furnaces fill up from the front with a hopper? If I put a trap chest here and put stuff in? No. Dang it. Okay. So in that case, here's what we gonna do. We're gonna change this up again, because I don't want to get rid of this this granite beam that goes across here. But what we can do is we can change it up again and put the chests right here. Like that. Put the furnaces here. Chest, chest, hopper, hopper. Trap chest, and trapped, and trapped. And that, I know, will work. I know that setup will work because I've used it a million times, and I don't think anything can spawn on top of the chest. I'm pretty sure nothing can. And then we can go like this. Is that what we'd want to do? Probably. Like so? Yeah, I think so. That's fine. Okay, cool. So, we'll do that. Then, I need some stone brick. And definitely need some granite. And where's my other... I've got red nether brick here. Okay, yeah, I should be good. This should be everything I need in theory, at least. So we'll put stone brick back there. Stone brick here and here. Granite here and here. And here and here. Red nether brick in the center there. And stone brick stairs up here. That red nether brick does not look good. It really doesn't. Alright, let's grab those chests back. I like the red nether brick, but right there, it just looks out of place. We'll do that. Put our hoppers. Ooh, maybe we could work the red nether brick in right here. Like that? Because the hoppers don't cover as much of it. Nah, I think we'll stick with the granite. Go like that. Hopper. And trap chests on top. And that will give us 1 auto-smelter, which should do its job quite nicely. So this is good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and replicate that on this side. Replicate? What is words? Wow. Replicate. I'm going to go ahead and replicate that on this side, and then I'll come back to you. All right, so there we go. We've got 2 auto-smelters set up. I'm going to put a stone brick here and here. Oh, actually, just kidding. I'm going to replicate. No, just kidding. That was intentional. I'm going to replicate this pattern over here to cover that stuff up, and I think that works. That looks good. So, yeah, all in all, I think that looks pretty awesome. And we've got 2 auto smelters here now, which is very, 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 very much needed because I have so much nether brick that I need to smelt, or nether rack that I need to smelt to get nether brick. It's going to be a little ridiculous. This whole tunnel just requires insane amounts of it. So, yeah, I'm going to get to doing that. We'll let that smelt up between episodes, and it'll be good. So, that's the plan. But guys, I, unfortunately, am very much out of time for this episode. So, we're going to do this a little differently today in light of what we talked about. So, I'm curious to see how many people actually made it, first of all, to the end of the video, and this will kind of help me judge that a little bit. So here's what we're going to do. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a dislike for me. I know it's going to pain some of you. I know it will, but it's okay. I'm curious to see how many dislikes we can get on this video. If you dislike the video, that tells me that you watched the whole video and you made it all the way to the end. So, go ahead and do that. Also, let's also do the rest of it as well, though, all the normal stuff. So, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and dislike, do leave a comment, and do subscribe if you haven't already. As for me, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.